broadcast, another one for GCTV. Apologies for the delay. We have about a little over 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. You've only missed a Gavin Gilmore goal for the PVI Panthers. It's your Good Counsel Falcons taking on Paul the Six from Virginia in the last game of the regular season. The Counsel Falcons and the PVI Panthers have already clinched a WCAC playoffs. You will see those games possibly next week. There's a lot going on here on the Good Counsel campus. As a great save by goalkeeper Ben Pensy for the Falcons and a great stretch pass over to Dylan Cruz, but it's picked up at around midfield by the Panthers. This is number 10, Colin Colton Sirios, and whistle is going to be blown. Or never mind, sorry. And the Panthers will get things set in the offensive zone. They lead 1-0 early in this first quarter. We're looking for a lot of offense from this PVI squad. They have one of the best offenses in the WCAC. They are ranked third. They're 3-1 in the conference, 14-1 overall. PVI working in the zone. This one will be tipped wide and picked up. It'll be actually Falcons' ball now. It'll be number 19, Declan Devine, picking it up. Stretch pass over to Dylan Cruz. Cruz being one of the top scorers for this Falcons offense. Falcons 6-5 on the year, 4-0 in the conference. They are ranked second in the WCAC, down by 1 with less than 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's number 8, Jake Bendler for the Falcons. Now up to Drew DeMarinis, another top scorer for this Falcons squad. Dylan Gilp at the top, launching this one down. That'll be Will Mackey's ball, or aim for Will Mackey, but the Panthers will take it away. This will be Adam Corkill, the senior, and PVI looking to get set early in the offensive zone. Corkill with it. He'll find number 6, Heath Holland, another senior. A lot of seniors on this PVI Panther squad. They also have a lot of potential from their underclassmen. Getting things set. Less than 50 seconds to go on the possession clock. Braden Galeta. That's Heath Holland once again. Down the middle. Great save. Ben Pensy. And he's off the evening right. 2 really good saves after giving up the early goal to Gavin Gilmore. Great catch by Dylan Gilmore. He's already swarmed by Panthers. He's going to be very chippy today. Shot scores! Trey McDonald Sorry, we've been experiencing some technical difficulties. About less than 20 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Dylan Cruz for the Falcons. Driving in, he's going to take a shot. That one's going to go wide. Now in the hands of Chase Spar. Spar going to try and make a move. And it's going to be picked up by Bryce Hart for the Panthers. And Paul the Sixth, he's just going to launch this over to Ben Pensy. Easy catch for the sophomore goalkeeper. 2-0 in favor of the Panthers. We'll be back after this. And welcome back into the broadcast for GCTV. Here we are at the beginning part of the second quarter. Leo Fields is going to take the face-off for the Falcons. Number 31, Gunnar Colbert, the sophomore for the Panthers. Ref making sure everything's okay. And here we are, top of the second quarter. And it's going to be won by the Panthers. Colbert with it. This one's going to be almost stolen by Will Mackey. He was playing some great offense right there. Falcons with it. Looks like the Panthers now have it. And the ball is going to roll into the hands. It's getting really chippy out there. It's going to be really chippy going into the playoffs. These two teams in the WCAC, as the whistle is blown, it's going to be Panthers ball. As I was saying, these two teams are going to be very chippy throughout the game. We already saw it a lot in the first quarter. Panthers and Falcons looking to be higher in the rankings in the WCAC. Falcons number 2, PVI Panthers, they're number 3. St. John's Cadets number 1. They're 11-1 on the year. 4-0 in the conference, as looks like timeout was called as teams discuss. Would like to say that next week we have playoffs starting here at Good Counsel. Lots of our spring sports teams have made the playoffs, including this boys lacrosse team. The girls lacrosse has clinched 2 home games next week. So has boys lacrosse. Rugby has also clinched a home game. Baseball, they'll be decided in the next coming days. And softball has already clinched a home game on Tuesday. This will be Falcons ball in the offensive zone. Or in the defensive zone. Sorry. It'll be Panthers ball. They'll get things set. This will come into the hands of Heath Holland. Now over to Sirios. Now in the hands of Henry Schroeder. This one is going to be saved. Ben Pensy, great stop there in the zone. And now in the hands of number 17, Greg Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk making moves around the PVI offense. And they'll try and get it out easy with Dylan Cruz. Cruz gets it across midfield in time. And now in the hands of Will Mackey, up to Cruz as they wait for reinforcements to come on. Here's in the hands of Dylan Gilp. Gilp at the top. Now over to Cruz. Cruz back to Gilp. Gilp guarded by number 25, Robert Taliaferro. Now in the hands of DeMarinis. DeMarinis takes a shot. That one goes wide. And this one's going to be picked up by Will Mackey, the senior, committed to Yale next year. Mackey behind the crease. Kovacs in goal for the Panthers. Cruz with it now. Cruz going to try and make a move. He does. And he's running out behind the net. Making sweet moves. And scores! Number 8, Jake Bendler. And the Falcons are on the board. Right in the crease, Jake Bendler was there. Great pass from Dylan Cruz behind the net. And Bendler finishes it off right in the crease in front of Kovacs. No chance for the Panthers goalkeeper. And the Falcons get on the board. It's now 2-1. It's going to be Falcons ball. Picked up by Wyatt McDonough, the freshman. Now in the hands of Dylan Cruz over to Gilp. Dylan Gilp met by Corkhill. Gilp at the top. Going to try and make a move in. Finds Chase Spar. Spar, a top scorer for this Falcon squad. This one shot high. And Will Mackey's going to go to pick it up. Mackey has the ball right now. Hands it over to Cruz. Cruz with speed, going to try and drive in. He's denied. Shot. This one's saved by Kovacs. Rebound. Bendler easily stuffed. Great play by Bryce Hart. This one shot saved. Kovacs another one. And this Panthers goalkeeper looking to keep the Falcons at bay, as this one's going to be Panthers ball picked up by Robert Taliaferro. Panthers back in the offensive zone. Plenty of time on the possession clock. Going to take their time. Gavin Gilmore, he scored the goal. The first one for the Panthers. In the zone now. Holland, senior for this Panthers team. Trying to move in. He's going behind the net. So passed up to the top. Shot wide. Great shot by John Henry Schroeder, the senior for the Panthers. Goes wide of Ben Pensy. And they'll do it again. 40 seconds on the shot clock. At the top, and no dice for Schroeder. Picked up by DeMarinis. DeMarinis over to number 21, Andrew Mahoney. Mahoney down to Mackey. Mackey. Oh, just a little too high for Spar, and it'll be Panthers ball. Picked up by Hart. Lots of fans showing up for both sides, for the Panthers and for the Falcons. Panthers coming away all the way from Chantilly, Virginia. We thank them for coming up here for this game. The student section for the Falcons has some members looking to make some noise and disrupt this PVI offense. Now with the ball, Jack Watts behind the net. Making some moves, keeping the ball in their possession. 7 minutes to go around for the second quarter. This one shot. Great defense by the Falcons. And Ben Pensy survives that potential threat. And it stays 2-1 in favor of the Panthers. This one tipped into the hands of West Washington. Washington, this one's tipped. They'll try and pick it back up. The Panthers run away with it. That's number 17, Charles Carey. And back where they started, the Panthers are, with about 70 seconds to go on the shot clock. Waiting for reinforcements. That's Gilmore at the top. He'll hand it over to Galeta. Galeta takes a shot, scores! Rips it at the top of the crease. And the PVI Panthers are up 3-1 as the bench starts celebrating with a little canoe celebration.
PVI goal number 5, Braden Galeta.
This is a great shot by Braden Galeta, the senior for the Panthers. Right at the top of the crease, just takes a shot, hits it top corner. No chance for Pensy to stop that through all that traffic. Falcons win the face-off. He swarmed very quickly. Finds Pensy. Hands it over to Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk makes a move, and he's going to get it across midfield. Nice and easy, and into the offensive zone, into the hands of Chase Spar. Falcons getting things set. DeMarinis to Gilp at the top. Gilp waiting for reinforcements, met by Adam Corkill at the top once again. Gilp trying to make a rush towards the crease. Hits the brakes and hands it over to Cruz. Over to DeMarinis now. DeMarinis finds in the middle. Bendler scores! His second goal of the day. Bendler. And now it's 3-2. And the Falcons are excited and pumped after that one. We go to instant replay. Shot from this senior. His second goal on the day. And the Falcons only down by 1 now. It's going to be Panthers ball after the face-off. Gilmore with it. Gilmore not going to wait any time for reinforcements. He's going to pass it over. And this one's going to be popped out. He's looking for Colton Sirios. Ball still on the ground. Finally picked up by Braden Galeta. This one shot saved by Ben Pensy, directed behind the net, picked up over to West Washington. Van Newkirk over to Washington, and they'll get it out of the zone very easily. Washington going to try and create some offense after that great stop by Ben Pensy, and timeout called.
Timeout, good counsel.
We'll be back after this. Panthers 3, Falcons 2. Welcome back into the broadcast. Dylan Cruz with the ball to start. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Falcons down by 1. Goals from Jake Bendler, both of them. Will Mackey with it now. Mackey trying to make a stutter step move. Takes a shot save by William Kovacs. And the Panthers coming in with speed. Wasting no time. Pensy with a save. This one popped up. And this one's going to come into the hands of Trey McDonald. Shot. Scores! Number 25, Robert Taliaferro. The junior for the Panthers. And it's now 4-2. The Panthers, their offense is very good this year. And when they get started, it's very hard to get them stopped.
Taliaferro.
Being one of the more consistent offenses in the WCAC. Leo Fields back at the faceoff dot. He's been absent for the past 2. He's going to face off against Gavin Gilmore. He scored the first goal for the Panthers. Fields almost wins this. Ball still on the ground. This one picked up by the Falcons. It's number 23, Wyatt McDonough, and a roar of cheers from the Falcons bleachers as they have come out to support for the last regular season game of the year. This does have a little bit of playoff implications. But the boys Falcons have already clinched 2 games home. Already clinched 2 home games this year. There's about 50 seconds left on the shot clock. Those games will be on Tuesday, Friday, and Jake Bendler almost a great score for his 3rd goal of the game, but couldn't reach it. Very high jump though, I will say. Very athletic out here on the lacrosse field. Cruz makes a step around. Shot, save, rebound. Comes in the hands of number 9, Graham Cohen, and he'll hand it over to Kovacs. And the Panthers will try and settle things down with less than 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Kovacs with it now. Walking out to almost midfield. This one's going to be almost intercepted by Dylan Gilp, but it goes out of bounds, and it will be Falcons' ball. Gilp goes to retrieve it. Gilp tosses it up, picked up by Spar. Chase Spar committed to Brown. He's a junior, so he'll still have another year here at Our Lady of Good Counsel. Spar finds Mackey. Will Mackey finds Dylan Cruz at the top. Cruz over to DeMarinis and over to Gilp. Those 5 in particular have been stellar this entire year, including Jake Bendler, who has 2 goals today. Picked up by DeMarinis. Over to Spar. Great zone time for the Falcons. Trying to pinch in on the crease. Spar over to DeMarinis. DeMarinis over to Cruz. Cruz going to try and make a move. He does. And he's going to be stopped by Corkhill. Stutter step and a good screen by Gilp. Shot. This one goes wide. Less than 30 seconds to go on the shot clock. They'll have to make a decision soon as Will Mackey goes to retrieve it. And a timeout
PVI.
is called by Paul VI. We'll be back after these messages. And welcome back into the broadcast. Less than 2 minutes to go here at beautiful Dansell Field at Klein Stadium in the evening. Good evening to you all. If you're just joining us, Panthers up by 2. Goals from Robert Taliaferro and Gavin Gilmore being some of the notable scorers. And the Falcons, both goals have come from senior Jake Bendler. This is Drew DeMarinis. DeMarinis finds Gilp. Gilp going to try and move in. Takes a shot. Bendler scores! A hat trick already for Jake Bendler. And we're going to go to instant replay on that.
Counsel goal number 8, Jake Bendler with his third.
From inside the crease in the Falcons bench and student section is riled up. Four to 3 now as Leo Fields and Gavin Gilmore going to fight for the faceoff once again. Gilmore takes it. He had the first goal and trying to make it number 2. Shot scores! Colton Sirios, his second goal of the game. And the Panthers immediately quiet the crowd. And we're going to go to instant replay once again on that one, presented by Under Armour. It's a great shot by Colton Sirios, no doubt. Just drives in. A great pass from Gavin Gilmore at the top. And Sirios finishes it off with a great shot right outside the crease. Ben Pensy didn't see that one coming. There's a lot of traffic in front of the net. And as a goalkeeper for any sport, that's always going to be something that's going to be an issue throughout the game. This one won by the Panthers. They're going to go right back into the offensive zone. A spin move by Joseph Wheatley. And the Panthers right back in the zone. Spirios now with it. He scored 2 goals, trying to make it 3. Spirios. Passing it up to Galeta. Galeta down to Holland. Holland with it. Is going to take a shot. Scores! Wow, what a shot! Wow, Keith Holland from point blank rips one top shelf. And a lot of celebrations coming from the PVI bench. And as the instant replay shows us, that's just a fantastic shot from Heath Holland from the side. Not much you can do on that. Ben Pensy trying his best in net. Falcons defense might need to bump it up a little bit to stay in touch with this elite PVI offense. Less than a minute to go. It's going to be Panthers ball after that botched face-off. Gilmore rushing in. That one's going to be airmailed out of bounds. And it'll be Panthers ball. Number 3, Trey McDonald's going to find Holland. Holland has the most recent goal for the Panthers. John Henry Schroeder now with it. Schroeder handed over to Holland, sorry. Holland guarded by Sinclair. Sinclair is going to follow him behind the net. At the top. Great defense by the Counsel. This one's going to be hit wide. Another one hit high. And with now 20 seconds, Ben Pensy faces 2 shots back to back. And he avoids them and redirects them over the net. Less than 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Holland with it now. Going to try and make a move. 10 seconds left to go now. Holland takes a shot. That one's going to be shot wide. And the Falcons are content with just keeping it down. Allow 5 seconds to go on the clock. This one's going to be launched. And no way. It bounces through the uprights. And with now 1 second to go on the clock, the PVI Panthers will be content to just let the clock roll down. And that's it for the first half. The Panthers 6, your Falcons 3. We'll be back for the third quarter after these messages. And welcome back into the broadcast. GCTV with another one. Falcons down by 3 going into the third quarter. And what they need to do most is the defense has been a little bit lacking most of the time. Not most of the time, I shouldn't say that. But most of the goals that the PVI Panthers have scored have been off finding the open man. And you can't really allow that as a defense. And especially with the team going into the playoffs, that really can't be something they allow. But the offense has been humming. They just need to make the more passes. A great save by Ben Pensy. They need to make the right passes, and they have the entire game. And they need to really give the ball to their big scorers, especially people like Dylan Cruz, Will Mackey, Chase Barr, and Drew DeMarinis. And this core has a lot of potential. Here's Will Mackey. And this core really needs to show out in this second half. The Falcons with it now. Dylan Cruz, met by Joseph Wheatley. A little problem with the clock. And a little problem with the clock. Still working on it. Jack Salkeld with it for the Falcons. Salkeld, guarded by Robert Taliaferro. Salkeld up to the top. Cruz over to DeMarinis. Back to Cruz. Cruz making a move. He has lots of power and energy right now so far. He's been a very high focal point of this offense as this one comes into the hands of Chase Spar. Spar trying to make a spin move around Hart, but Hart stops him easily. DeMarinis has 5 seconds on the clock. Less than that, and that one's going to be shot to the side. And it's going to be Panthers ball. Kovacs going to go for it. Has a great defensive stand by the Panthers. And this will be taken away by Bryce Hart. Over to Kovacs. Kovacs going to walk out to almost around midfield. And the Panthers get it across easily. In the hands of now Galeta. Gilmore over to Galeta. Waiting for reinforcements. Hands it over to John Henry Schroeder. Now Gilmore with it. He had the first goal of the game. Gilmore powering through. No goal. Some confusion on the field. And it's going to be Panthers ball. No possession clock reset though, so they have around 50 seconds left to go to make a move. Over in the hands of Heath Holland. Now behind the net. In the hands of Schroeder. Oh, this is John Henry Schroeder, sorry. That was number 28, Nico Colavecchio. As I say that, Colavecchio now with it. Over to Holland. Holland with it now. Guarded by Cooper Sinclair. They have less than 20 seconds left to go. Shot scores! Gavin Gilmore. And the Panthers are riled up. We're going to go to instant replay with that one as Gilmore and company celebrates after that shot. Great shot right there in the crease. Just powers through and finishes off with a nice shot and score. Ben Pensy, he's been solid in the net tonight. Falcons defense might need to up it up a little bit. But overall, a great scoring opportunity, and he cashed in on it, does Gavin Gilmore, his second goal of the night. 7-3 now in favor of the Panthers. Leo Fields wins the faceoff. He'll be pushed back into his own territory. Ben Pensy with it now. Pensy is going to air it over to Dylan Cruz. Cruz will gallop for it, and now it's going to head over to the hands of Will Mackey. Mackey, the Yale commit next year. Hands it over to Spar, and that one's going to be off the back part of the net, and Kovacs is guarded, and they'll almost get it out, and they do. Taliaferro will finish the job for the Panthers in a great defensive effort by the Panthers. Paul VI playing very good lacrosse, as this is possibly going to be a penalty. It's not. Drew DeMarinis, a great diving play, getting the ball back, and the Falcons now have it. Over to now Cooper Sinclair. Falcons looking to gain some momentum right now, as they're down by 4. But that can be erased in a few seconds, as Sinclair's going to air this one out, and Kovacs easily grabs it. And the Panthers now have it once again. Shearer finds Corkhill. And now Wheatley. Wheatley takes a shot. And that one's going to be wide high. Nico Colavecchio, the junior, almost had it. But he overshot it. Ben Pensy staying great in the net right there, as the Panthers have around 50 seconds to go on the possession clock. The student section for the Falcons trying to get a little loud, trying to mess with the Paul VI Panthers heads. PVI leading by 4. Less than 40 seconds left to go now on the shot clock. Sirios trying to make a move on Van Newkirk. Sirios with it now. Over to the top. Now in the hands of Holland. Heath Holland with a goal. He has a goal so far for the Panthers. Shot scores! And Trey McDonald out of nowhere. And we're going to go once again to instant replay. Lots of highlight reel goals for both of these squads, as the Panthers now up at 8-3. A great move by Trey McDonald. Rushes in, gets the ball out of the open pass, and rips it past Ben Pensy. Pensy, nothing he could do there. Just a great shot by McDonald. As I said, in the second quarter, this PVI offense is hard to stop once it gets rolling, and that has been proven correct so far. 2 goals. Actually, 2 goals. So far in the third quarter, they have scored in about 5 minutes. Fields and Gilmore back at the faceoff dot. This one is going to be on the ground and won by Fields. It's going to be taken away, though, and now Gilmore has it with the PVI offense. Shot scores! Wow, what a shot. Nico Colavecchio, the junior, and the PVI Panthers are now on a roll. 2 goals in less than 30 seconds. And as I said, this PVI offense is very lethal, very elite throughout the year. 14-1, and they've earned that.
PVI goal number 28, Nico.
And now it looks like the Good Counsel bleachers has lost their energy, and the Falcons need some sort of energy booster to get their crowd back on the side, because right now the Panthers are just depleting their energy so far. Sinclair over to Van Newkirk. Newkirk already guarded by Sirios. Van Newkirk trying to make a move around Sirios. Finds that's 22, Dylan Cruz. And now in the hands of Wyatt McDonough. McDonough going to toss this one up. Caught by Brendan Schrey. Schrey over to Mackey. Mackey now with it. Over to Cruz, waiting for reinforcements. Cruz over to Gilp. Dylan Gilp trying to make a move in. All 3 goals have come from that over there. Number 8, Jake Bendler. He was in the middle. They were looking for him. But it'll become Panthers' ball. Joshua Shearer is going to go get it for the Panthers. 9-3 so far right now. 3 goals for the Panthers in this third quarter. Kovacs with it. And they'll get it across midfield by the help of Wheatley and Shearer. This is Taliaferro. Taliaferro making a great drive, but he gets forced out to the outer part of the crease and in the hands of now Galeta, the senior. Less than 50 seconds to go on the shot clock. Sirios with it now. At the top, Gilmore. Over to Galeta. Down to Holland. Gilmore with it now. Going to take a shot. That one's wide. And it's going to be Panther ball. As Trey McDonald, the most recent goal scorer for the Panthers, got there first. Henry Schroeder with it now. Schroeder makes a move, and he's in the clear, almost. He passes it out to the side. Over to Sirios. Sirios trying to make a move. He has 3 seconds on the shot clock. Easily snagged out of the air by Ben Pensy. A great snag. And the Falcons looking to get it out of the zone and get some offense rolling. Cruz with it now. Going to air it over. This one picked up by Kovacs. He's across midfield. Wow, great effort by the goalkeeper, and he's going to make a mad dash back to the net as the Panthers are going to try and hold on to the ball so they can let their goalkeeper, who's had an outstanding game in the net, get back to his crease. Panthers taking their time right now with it. Gilmore has it. Gilmore over to Galeta. Galeta with it now. Over to Gilmore. Gilmore, a high pass for Trey McDonald, and McDonald couldn't get there in time. Little high for him. And Cooper Sinclair will get to it. Hand it over to Cruz. Cruz is going to rip it as Kovacs was not in net. He was looking for his teammate Chase Spar as Kovacs was vacated from the net, and he was looking to take a shot from around midfield. DeMarinis now over to Salkeld. Salkeld trying to make a move, trying to generate some offense for the Falcons. Fake pass, he still has it. Salkeld, guarded by Corkill. Now behind the net, that's Mackey. Mackey, heavily guarded. That was number 14, Daniel Gutierrez. Falcons getting some good passing in possession time as Dylan Cruz is going to make a drive, and that one's going to be shot wide of the net. And the Falcons still have it. 30 seconds to go on the possession clock. Now into the hands of Salkeld. Salkeld to the top to DeMarinis. DeMarinis shot scores! DeMarinis rips it from the top of the crease. And the Falcons looking to generate some offense and energy into their bench and crowd. On the instant replay, a great shot from the top. DeMarinis rips it from the top of the crease. Great passing play, great possession time. You could tell that Good Counsel was cooking something up with that offensive time, and they did just that. And the Falcons now only down by 5. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. If you're wondering what our next broadcast is, well, we kind of haven't decided that yet because there's so many playoff games coming here at Good Counsel. You got softball, baseball, both lacrosse teams, and we have the rugby team all having home games Tuesday and Friday, respectively. Shot scores. Wow, what a shot. Colton Sirios. His third goal of the game, getting a hat trick for the Panthers.
PVI goal number 10.
And they're looking like they're repping out some bench press reps over on the bench. And the PVI Panthers now eclipsing 10 goals. And their offense being one of the best. It's hard to stop them. And they've shown why Colton Sirios being one of the focal points of that offense, along with many other contributors. Fields trying to win on the faceoff. It's going to come into the hands now of Brendan Stanislav. And the ball is going to be picked up by the Panthers. Sirios, the most recent goal scorer, has it now, guarded by West Washington. Now, Colavecchio for the Panthers has it, waiting for reinforcements for Jack Watts. Panthers trying to milk some of the clock while keeping that offense humming, because this Falcons offense is also one of the better ones in the WCAC, as this one was a centering pass and forced away. Falcons have it now. This is Declan Devine. Hands it over to Ben Pensy. DeMarinis launches it over. This one is going to be, there's a flag toss on the play. And looks like it's going to be against the PVI Panthers. DeMarinis with it now. Over to Salkeld. Falcons going to try and make some more offense, as they did in their last possession here in the offensive zone. 50 seconds to go on the possession clock. As Salkeld is going to try and wrap around shot. It's in! Salkeld! His first goal of the day. And he's trying to inject some life and energy into this crowd and bench. And a great shot from Salkeld. We're going to go to instant replay on that, brought to you by Under Armour. Salkeld just making a great wraparound and takes a shot. It just ekes past Kovacs. And the ball goes right into the net, and a great momentum, possibly momentum shift for the Falcons. Fields wins that one on Gilmore. Gilmore getting on him very quickly after losing it. Pensy with it now. Over to Sinclair. Sinclair over to Cruz. Cruz is going to launch it, and has second attempt fails as he was trying to launch it from midfield. That's the second time that Kovacs has vacated the net. Cruz looking to score both times, as now DeMarinis has it. DeMarinis trying to make a shot. That one's going to go over the net and picked up by Dylan Cruz. Cruz wasting no time getting back into the offensive zone. Shot clock won't matter right now, as this one comes in the hands of Bendler. Scores! Bendler, his fourth of the game, and the Falcons have some newfound energy.
Counsel goal number 8, Jake Bendler.
We're going to go to instant replay once again on that. Another highlight reel play for the Falcons. Wow. Jake Bendler coming in on the crease, and a great pass from behind the net by Dylan Cruz right there, and that's been a bang-bang play 3 times, and all 3 times have been for Jake Bendler. Bendler has been on fire tonight. This one won by Gilmore. Makes a step move around Falcons defender, number 10, Griffin West. Moving in is Galeta. Takes a shot, scores. Wow! A diving effort from Galeta. And the Falcons' energy quickly depleted. Not something you want to see out of that defense. So we're going to go once again to instant replay. This Panthers-Falcons game has been elite in the scoring department. A great shot right there by Galeta. That is his first goal, or second goal, I should say, sorry, on the day. And it was just a great move. He made a spin move, step back, and just fired it past Pensy. Not much to say about that. Fields on the win. Hands it over to Cruz. They have less than 10 seconds left to go. Cruz can't get it past midfield. That's going to be a flag. Flags are flying. And it looks like That's going to be a potentially impactful scenario, as the Falcons will go to work on the man advantage. Two seconds left to go in the third quarter. Falcons will be content to just let the clock die, possibly. And that'll be the end of the third quarter, looks like. As teams are huddling up. We'll be back after this. Falcons 6, the Panthers 11. Welcome back into the broadcast. Falcons with an early man advantage for about the first minute of the fourth quarter in the final stage of this game. Does have a few playoff implications, but the Good Counsel Falcons have nonetheless clinched 2 home playoff games. You will possibly see those coming up on Tuesday and Friday, along with a lot of other WCAC playoff games around our beautiful Our Lady of Good Counsel campus. DeMarinis with a pass over to Cruz. Cruz takes a shot. That was a great jump shot from Cruz. And Gilp will go and retrieve it, as the Falcons looking to generate some more offense. This one's shot. That one's going to be wide of the net. Cruz going to pick it up. Falcons down by 5. Panthers have scored 11 so far. Cruz going to try and make a move, generate some offense, and get this crowd behind them, as they have so far for the third quarter and the second half. Gilp with it at the top. Gilp heavily guarded. Over to DeMarinis. DeMarinis takes a check from Galeta. Step backs. Shot almost misses, and that was not Galeta. I'm sorry. That was Taliaferro on the defense. This one picked up by Will Mackey. Great zone time, but only 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock, or possession clock, I should say. Cruz with it. Over to DeMarinis. DeMarinis with it. Take a shot. That one, it was a desperation move, and as he was down. This one going in the hands of Corkhill, almost. And the Panthers now with it. Less than 70 seconds to go on the shot clock. Plenty of time for the Panthers to regroup and let everything simmer down, as they're trying to possibly juice some of the clock while keeping the lead. Only a lead by 5, and I say only because that can be wiped out very, very quickly, especially in a game of lacrosse with these two high-end offenses in a WCAC rivalry. Moving in now is Henry Schroeder. Schroeder pushed out to the side by the Good Counsel defense. At the top, shot scores. Wow! Galeta with a hat trick. And he's looking to put this game away in the books and send the Panthers to home games for them in the WCAC
PVI goal
playoffs.
number
We're going to
6,
go
Heath
to
Holland.
instant replay, brought to you by Under Armour. Great shot at the top by Galadianam, I should say, just ripping it past Ben Pensy, who has had some struggles so far in the net tonight, which has been unfortunate because he has been stellar all year long for this Falcons squad. Fields and Gilmore once again at the dot. Fields is going to win it, immediately swarmed by Panthers, Gilmore being one of them. A little extra aggressive, trying to take the ball away. Fields still staying strong there, but he's going to lose it. And it's going to be picked up by the Panthers, and a lot of hitting going around, as that was Colaviccio, going down. And it's going to be Panthers ball with 80 seconds on the shot clock. Falcons not happy with that call, as you can hear from the bleachers, as the Panthers still have it. They're up by 6 as a flag flies, and looks like a penalty is going to be called on the Panthers possibly, or is it the Falcons, or looks like it's going to be on both Gilmore and it's going to be on both Gilmore and Brendan Stanislav. It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on both of them. Looks like they're maybe chirping or fighting there in the middle. Panthers with it now. This one's going to be shot wide. A great shot by Colavecchio, and it's going to be Falcons ball, as cheers from the fans, trying to inject some life into this Falcon offense. Pensy with it now. Going to pop it up over to Cruz, and Cruz is going to try and generate some offense. Hands it over to Will Mackey. Mackey waiting for some reinforcements to come in. Mackey over to Spar. To the top to Salkeld. Salkeld over to Spar. Spar trying to make a move around Bryce Hart. And then Adam Corkhill. Spar, double teamed, he's going to lose it, and it's going to be easily picked up by Salkeld. Jack Salkeld takes a shot, save Kovacs. It's a great save. He's been stellar in the net for the Panthers tonight, as they'll get it back in the offensive zone, courtesy of Adam Corkhill. Panthers with it. Going in the hands of Galeta. Galeta over to Henry Schroeder. I don't know, he's going to keep it actually. Now in the hands of Gilmore. Gilmore telling his teammates what to do, being one of the captains for the Panthers. Galeta now, guarded by Dylan Cruz. Now with it is Henry Schroeder. He's going to pass it over to Holland. Heath Holland with a goal. 10 seconds now on the clock for the Panthers, looking to make a desperation move. They're just trying to juice the clock in, keep this game within their reach. This one's going to be picked up by the Falcons. Brendan Schrey is there. And the Falcons are going to take it away. and it's going to be a penalty for on the Falcons. Jack Salkeld was offside, but so it will be the Panthers' ball as they get a 60-second now shot clock, not a full 80 seconds. Once again, they're just going to try and milk the clock out so they can walk away here out of Dansell Field with a win. Panthers quick passes, hard to keep up with. Gilmore at the top now. Down below to Galeta. Galeta scores. Wow. And now 4 goals for the senior, Braden Galeta. And the Panthers are looking to
PVI goal number 6, Heath Holland.
I should say, close this game out. As it's now 13-6. We're going to go to instant replay, brought to you by Under Armour. Just a great shot by Galeta. Hard to stop it, especially with a man down for the Falcons. And that could be the nail in the coffin for this game. Unfortunate, as the Falcons had a lot of energy to start it. This one's won by Gunnar Colbert. Colbert takes a shot. That one's wide. That was a great run by the sophomore, Gunnar Colbert. Panthers with it in the offensive zone. It's been hard to stop this offense as they've been firing on all cylinders all night. Falcons down by 7. This one in the hands of Charles Carey, senior. Lots of them on this PVI squad. Moving in, that one's going to be shot wide backhanded by Colton Sirios. He has a hat trick tonight. That one, no dice so far. Panthers still with it. That one is in. A great shot. Colton Sirios, his 4th goal on the day. I couldn't really see it. It was just a blink of an eye. Possibly a backhanded shot or a wraparound. But one way or another, that was a fantastic shot. As Under Armour brings us this instant replay. Looks like it was just a backhand shot. And nothing much to say. Ben Pensy, I don't think he was expecting it. And hard to stop something when you're not expecting it. Especially from outside that far. As Leo Fields wins this face-off into the hands of Pensy, who's been solid in the net tonight but has a few miscalculations, and sometimes there's been traffic in front of the net. As they're trying to get it across, Sinclair airs it out. And that one's too high for Jake Bendler, and it'll go out of bounds. Panthers with it. As I said, they're just going to try and juice out the clock and walk out of this stadium with a win. Looks like some of the student section is chanting they want Jorge Soler. Or Drew Soler, sorry. Drew Soler, sorry. I was thinking of someone else. As the Panthers still have it, less than 60 seconds on the shot clock. Moving in is Heath Holland as he makes Brendan Schrey miss, but Ben Pensy walks away with it, and now back to Schrey. Schrey being hunted down. That was number 8, Jack Watts. He looked like a man on a mission. He was trying to hunt down Brendan Schrey with everything he had. That was a heck of a run. Picked up by Chase Spar. Spar over to Schrey. Schrey finds Mackey. And the Falcons looking to get some offense in, make the score look a little more nice. In the hands of now Chase Spar, the Brown commit on the Falcons. This one shot saved. Kovacs, a great shot from Dylan Cruz right there. Unfortunate. Didn't find the back of the net, and now Bryce Hart will take it away. Hart past midfield, and he's now into the offensive zone. He has a chance, and this one's going to be easily picked up by Pensy. And we're going to go to commercial break as after a timeout is called.
Timeout PVI.
Panthers 14, your Falcons 6. And welcome back into the broadcast. Panthers up by 8 as they're still in the offensive zone. As this one's going to be aired up and picked up by the defense and West Washington. Washington with it. He's guarded by 2 Panthers on the offense, and it's going to be their ball. As Ben Pensy not expecting it, he was outside of the... He vacated the net, but he got there back there quickly. Handled the Counsel defense. Makes a great play. As they have less than 3 minutes to go. This one in the hands of Washington now. Washington guarded by Colavecchio. I'm sorry. Now in the hands of Will Mackey, the Yale commit. Another Ivy League school commit, along with Chase Bard going to Brown. Dylan Gilp, the Christopher Newport commit for the Falcons squad. He's a junior. He'll play another year here at GC. This one over into the hands of Andrew Mahoney. Mahoney will go and pick it up. As timeout is going to be called. Looks like by the Falcons. And we'll head to commercial break. And you'll be back after this.
Walking these halls, I feel the energy of Good Counsel's Zavarian community. Here, I learn to excel, serve, and love through friendships that support me and academics that challenge me. My voice finds expression in ways I never imagined. Whether I'm singing in chorus, playing trumpet, or exploring visual arts, creativity flows through every corner of this place. Faith shapes my daily experience. Through Mass, prayer, and retreats, I discover how Zavarian values guide my leadership and deepen my compassion for others. The Riken program gave me exactly what I needed. Small groups and varied teaching styles helped me master core subjects while staying motivated and confident. Our nationally recognized STEM program puts innovation in my hands. I design, build, and problem solve with cutting-edge technology that prepares me for tomorrow's challenges. Athletics here push me to be my best. When our teamwork pays off in that perfect moment, the pride we share makes every practice worth it.
And here we are back in broadcast for GCTV. Dylan Cruz makes a big run and now hands it over to Will Mackey. Mackey guarded, and he's going to trip and fall. Still has the ball, surprisingly. Great ball control right there. Makes a move. Makes the defender miss. At the top now, Cruz shot is going to be... He doesn't actually shoot. I'm sorry. I thought he hit the net, but he didn't. And now they're going to keep it going. DeMarinis shot scores. That one's in. And DeMarinis now makes it 14-7. Panthers still up.
Counsel goal number 1, Drew DeMarinis.
And Falcons, as I said, trying to make score look a little more pretty. We're going to go an instant replay again on that one. DeMarinis just rips it from the top. Not much to say. It was just a great shot and score from the senior, committed to Maryland next year. We will have a post-game interview with Brendan Schrey, one of the defensemen for the Falcons. Natal Teka is our sideline reporter today. We'd also like to thank Sean Martin. He's our cameraman today. And Mr. Stromberg, as always, he's our teacher supervisor for this club. We can't thank him enough for what he's done. And also Mr. Colbert and Mr. Miley, they helped get this club off the ground. Mr. Colbert especially, he donated a lot of materials and equipment for us to use in these broadcasts. And he's been absolutely fantastic for us. We can't thank him enough as well. As there's a minute left here in the final quarter. PVI are third in the WCAC. They have a 3-1 conference record, about to be 4-1. Falcons are 4-0, about to be 4-1. And the St. John's Cadets, who are the number 1 seed, they have also made it. I think they are 4-0 as well. 30 seconds to go. This one shot save. Ben Pensy diving. That's a great save by Pensy. He's had a few stellar saves in net as Cooper Sinclair is going to air it up over to Stanislav. Over to DeMarinis. DeMarinis shot. Rebound. And it's in front of the net. And Kovacs will cover it up. And PVI will win this one 14-7. And these two will possibly likely see each other once again in the WCAC playoffs. We are now going to send it down to Natal Teka after this with Brendan Schrey.
Welcome back to GCTV. Not Take It here with Brendan Stray. Good Counsel has already made the WCAC playoffs. What do you think this team needs going into them?
You know, we're excited to have the 2 seed. You know, obviously a tough loss tonight, but we'll look to rebound and refocus and look for a deep run in the playoffs.
Okay, you were injured at the start of the year. How does it feel to be back on the field after being away for so long?
You know, it's awesome. It's really fun. I mean, this is just amazing team, amazing brotherhood, and I mean, lacrosse is just what I love. So it's really amazing to be back.
That's so nice. As a transfer from California, how does it feel to play at the WCAC level and with this community as a general?
You know, it's just really, it's like the highest level of lacrosse you can get anywhere in the country. I mean, it's just a huge step up from California, and it's just awesome to be playing with this high level and like be getting better every single day.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Brendan, and good luck in the rest of your season. From Danso Field at Klein Stadium, Naltoteka, GCTV. Back up to you in the booth, Liam. Okay, you're good. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you for that, Natal. Just some final thoughts after the game. PVI had obviously a very good offensive play and great defensively, only allowing 7 goals, especially against this very solid defense. As Brendan Stray, thank you so much for doing the interview with us. PVI offense, as I said, the entire game was lethal. They are very hard to stop, and overall, it's just it's a very hard team to play against. And Good Counsel, obviously, always doing the best they can. They have made the playoffs, so the game didn't have many implications other than seeding-wise, but they have clinched 2 games going into next week, and you will possibly see those games. We have girls lacrosse have clinched 2 games. Boys lacrosse has clinched 2 games. Baseball will be decided this weekend. Softball has been decided. They have a 1 home game, and so does rugby. Those will possibly all be broadcasted to you next week on GCTV. I'm Liam Clark, Natoteka, your sideline reporter, Mr. Stromberg, producer Sean Martin, our cameraman. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. So until then, goodbye.